AICC in charge Manipur, Sri Bhakta Charan Das ji, former Union Minister, strictly on the point COVID management, over COVID deaths and lack of ventilators in Manipur. And number two, Pegasus snooping in India under the Prime Minister Sri Modi. And we're having our CLP leader, namely Sri O. Singh ji, and other respected Sri Gaitamam ji, CWC member. Now we'll have press briefing by Sri Bhakta Charan Das ji, in charge of our state. Sir, please.
Respected leaders of opposition, former CMs, respected media in charge, Congress, All India Vice President, Mr. Veeral, as Youth Congress, All India Secretary in charge, Manipur, and all official party, and friends from the media and print media and all the press of the party. It is my first opportunity in this COVID period of the second time. I suffered from COVID, so I was on treatment for 2 months, so I couldn't come to you. But the COVID situation in Manipur is extremely bad. The whole nation is saddened under this present situation. On the one hand, in Rajya Sabha, the government of India, the NDA government says that no one has died in COVID due to shortage of oxygen. But what is happening in Manipur? Most of the people, those who died because of the shortage of the oxygen level. Daily COVID deaths are rising, and ventilator is not available, neither in the government hospital, even in RIMS or JNIM, or in the private hospital. The ICUs are almost no, it is just very scanty. The test facilities is not extensified. The test could have been done very faster. Small states, very less population. Bigger states have completed majority of their vaccination and testing also. But why Manipur could not identify, could not test and give vaccine to everyone? In a time-bound period, had it been done, it would have been over in 4 months' time. By now, Manipur have been no death and no COVID per day. Yesterday I heard it is around 1,400 something. 1,327 in one day. It is not in the line of decreasing. It is increasing every time, every day. The government is not busy with to face the COVID situation, to save the lives of the people of Manipur. the government is busy in other work. As per Manipur government official data report, COVID in the state on 21st of July 2021, 15 people died due to COVID, and COVID positivity rate on the day was 19.4%, while 1,327 new positive cases of COVID were detected in the state. On 28th July 2021, Delhi COVID positive rate was 15.5%. 17 people died due to COVID, and 1,127 new positive cases of COVID were detected in the state. These are the state government COVID data of the last 2 days. And the daily COVID positivity rate has been rising in the state, with daily COVID deaths ranging from 10 to 19 for the last many weeks. Why are these ventilators not working in REIMS and JNIs? There are few ventilators, but that are also not working in these two institutions. This is very sad. The government is not paying attention to that. The entire state is under curfew for 10 days after months of restriction due to COVID by the BJP government in Manipur. Despite restriction, lockdown, containment and curfew, the BJP chief minister, who is also the health minister, has failed to bring down the daily COVID positivity rate under 1%. The entire BJP government is responsible for the COVID deaths in the state. Why is the chief minister unable to stop the daily COVID deaths of 15 to 19% every day in the state of hardly 30 lakhs of population? The BJP government has not provided even a single penny as ex gratia compensation to the next kin of those who died due to the COVID in the state. Why is the BJP government not helping the family members of those who died due to COVID in Manipur? Why is the chief minister not providing artificial test kits in mass testing for the people of Manipur? Under the present BJP government in the state, there is no hope of achieving 100% recovery from COVID cases or zero COVID deaths with zero COVID cases in Manipur. Why the government of India, the Prime Minister Mr. Modi, is not giving attention to the COVID situation of Manipur? These are the points that is needed to be discussed. And except curfew, you have done nothing. Situation is so bad, nobody is coming out of it. What has happened to the poor people, working class people? How they are sustaining? Are you giving any financial package or food package to them? The government does not have any policy. Only they are busy to remain in government by any means, any kind of horse trading. This is human issue, sensitive issue, to save the life of the people. We want to draw the attention of the government. The entire machinery should immediately, whatever best measure is possible, the government should come to the help of the people of Manipur. Instead of sitting silently and giving statement that situations are under control, and Chief Minister being Health Minister, he has totally failed. He should beg excuse before the people of Manipur that I am sorry that I am unable to control. Things are beyond my hand. It is time to accept the humility The government must bow down their head before the people of Manipur. So it is such that we express our deep concern. Honorable Congress President Srimati Sonia Gandhi, Sri Rahul Gandhi ji have expressed their deep concern on the COVID issues time to time. Our leaders have warned the government of India and government of different states to help the people, to come to the rescue of the people. And on behalf of my leader, I as in charge of Manipur, I express our deep concern of AICC and we stand by the people. Our party in Manipur has done their best. Our MLAs in their respective constituency and nearby constituency, they have done their best. Many of them have given ambulances to the district hospitals and aid in kind of cash and in term of material, food material, masks have been distributed in many parts of the state. And we as a party have tried to do our best. Had there not been the lockdown situation or curfew situation, the party would have been able to do some more services to the people, the voluntary services to the people, in educating them and distributing relief to them. But we pray and appeal to the people to maintain their best health if they are conscious and strengthen their willpower. Because I know, as a COVID victim, I know if your willpower is strong, you can easily recover from the worst situation. I am hopeful. I pray Almighty that the Manipur would recover at the earliest. The second aspect is the most important aspect about the constitutional rights of the people in the country. How, under the Pegasus snooping in India is going on under Prime Minister Mr. Modi. There has been hue and cry in the Parliament. Senior leaders of all oppositions, all responsible member of Parliament are raising these issues. And round the corner, round the country, every learned citizen, people from the civil rights, human rights, and those who are advocating the Constitution, they all have been advocating this thing, that under this government, the situation has become more worse than the emergency situation. The entire constitutional right has been taken away by the government. The individual right, institutional right is no more in existence. Whether it is constitutional institution or whether it is independent institutions like media, print media and other institutions. The writer, poet's mouth has been seized. This Pegasus snooping is an unconstitutional attack on freedom of speech and press and is directed illegal instruction in our privacy as a right to privacy is fundamental right under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. This is nothing but a complete destruction of everyone's lives in democracy. How can Prime Minister turn a blind eye when the whole nation has been known? The former Union IT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad evaded a question in the Parliament in Rajya Sabha on whether Union Government of India sought Pegasus services. Why did the Union IT Minister keep silent over Pegasus in the Parliament? It's a big question. It has come out, but government remains silent. Today, even the name of Credit Union IT Minister is in the snooping list of Pegasus. You see, they are minister. Who is IT Minister? Who is under snooping? It is extremely dangerous to know that under the Prime Minister Modi, many current Union Ministers, top politicians as election commissioner, intellectuals and many influential personalities have been snooped. Despite this nationwide snooping over anyone's phone by Pegasus, the Prime Minister is maintaining a stoic silence. The question is, why is the Prime Minister silent? Under such situation, where the constitutional right of the people is in danger, while this Pegasus snooping is going on, why the Prime Minister is not replying? Why he is not speaking to the nation? What was the urgency for go to this kind of snooping? Why is the Prime Minister Narendra Modi not uttering even a single word against or on Pegasus snooping in India? The Congress party demands a white paper on the illegal snooping by Pegasus during the resign of Prime Minister Modi. We demand for a Supreme Court-led judicial proof against Pegasus snooping in India. Without judicial proof, judicial inquiry, there would not be satisfaction. The honest report will not come out. That's why we demand a judicial inquiry. We want a high-level independent investigation to find out and expose who benefited from Pegasus and for whom Pegasus snooping was done in India, and why and how Prime Minister did not block Pegasus snooping in our nation. It's a very vital question. Pegasus snooping is the vindication of the fact that there has been an undeclared emergency by illegally intruding in all our private and personal life of citizens and persons in our nation by the deliberate silence from the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Modi's silence on Pegasus snooping means there is no use of an ordinary mobile user to use password to lock his or her phone screen. When an ordinary Indian is not safe within its own privacy, how can digital India be safe? How can India be safe? The Prime Minister and the government talk of the digital India, and under this situation, can the digital India be safe? So several other questions arises. Since many things have been raised, but the government on many issues are remaining silent. So what would happen to the liberty of the people, the constitutional liberty of the people? The fourth pillar of the Constitution, liberty is missing. By this kind of misutilization of law and forcing people to surrender to the government, who is it wise or acceptable in a sovereign nation, from a sovereign democratic nation like India? It is our Indian nation has to think on this. Indian people, Indian press, Indian media, everybody has to think on this. The repeated argument and demand of Sri Rahul Gandhi ji is not taken into consideration. So these two matters are very serious matters. The government has failed in mobile handling, and the Snoopgate this is a very serious matter. The nation concerns on this. The Prime Minister is making, like they made advertisement for the gas, but COVID vaccine credit they want to take. During Congress resign, several times the epidemic occurred, many epidemic occurred in many parts of the country. The vaccinations were procured from foreign country and given to people I know in many epidemics, but advertisements were not done that we are doing at free of cost. What is free of cost? You are not giving from your Baba's property, your father's property, you are not giving. It is the nation which has raised the revenue, collected the money, and the money is meant to serve in this kind of emergency situation. Even the amount collected for COVID, that is not been spent. The amount collected for COVID, that has not been spent. And cheap advertisement you are making. But why can't you serve the people appropriately with the government money? So this is very dangerous situation the nation is facing. I have to speak on these two issues today in the press, and I am here for another couple of days, maybe around 5-6 days. I will be meeting you often on different other issues also. This is much for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So, we'll have a question time after the press briefing of our speaker. So, we'll give you the time. कोई क्वेश्चन की प्रेस ब्रीफिंग क्वेश्चन तो हुई आने. Thank you.
Earlier you were also admitting that the Congress High Command has stated that this is very, put it lightly. So you announced that today you are going to announce the name of the interim president. So you also have some reports that someone has been appointed interim president. So how far this is true and what the hell, man?
We are doing other exercises, we will come to you.
So how long it will take? Because
Maybe sooner. Sooner.
I also have another question. Yesterday you also had a CLP meeting.
We are meetings our different segment. Yesterday we met the CLP members. There were around more than 12 MLAs were present, and today we have met all our general secretaries, ex-MLAs and vice president, and we are going to meet all frontal wing today because we are simultaneously preparing for the election also. And preparation for the election has begun since yesterday, and in 7 days we will wind up all the roadmap for the next 2022 election.
Can we say that NPCC has no president at the moment?
Pardon?
Can we say that NPCC has no president at the moment?
At the moment, the resignation has been received, and we will take a call very soon on that issue.
And also we heard there some of the Congress that is going to join BJP. So how many, we heard that some of the MLAs of Congress are going to join BJP very soon. So how many MLAs are there instead right now?
These kind of things come very often. This discussion has no value. And BJP believes in this kind of politics. They are not busy in managing the COVID or serving the people of Manipur. They are busy in remaining in the government. So they can do, or they can go up to the extent of, they are illegal in the government, they don't have majority. They don't have constitutional right to sit in power even for a day. They had no right to appoint 12 MLAs, those who were, this parliamentary secretary. No right to appoint these 12 parliamentary secretaries, but they have appointed. Okay. So on those issues, we are going to speak to you recently, but my appeal to you is that the government should respect the constitutional value. The 12 MLAs should also accept the situation and respect the constitution, and they should also quit from their present thing.
Yesterday in the CLP meeting, part of the Congress MLA were not able to present. So what possible indication they are giving to the companies?
No, they have spoken to me over telephone, almost all.
In that case, sir, do you have the enough number to form government after 26 July?
That is not good to say now. Let us assess the situation, which will be better for the people of Manipur, and whatever will be good for the people of Manipur, that we will try to do.
Right.
Okay, thank you everybody.
Thank you very much.